It's the final night of a remote camping trip in West Arnhem Land, Australia, a place known for crocodiles, wild buffalo, and venomous snakes. After days of brutal seas, mechanical failures, and close calls on the water, the family finally settles back into camp, exhausted but relieved to be safe.
Why is it always my pillow?
Alright, you're gonna catch it? You didn't catch it!
You were trying to do it really hard.
Oh, catch!
It's pretty safe to say the first night high, best conditions we get all week.
We're having no luck trying to find ground down here. We found a little bit, not much happening just yet. It is pretty blowy and I'm not going to say the most comfortable trip. Nick's in a creek.
3 metre swells rolling through here and they're starting to break, so let's get out of here.
Oh my god, doll.
What a rough fishing trip that was. We found a few good marks, but the sharks hassled us and the weather.
Late that evening, she slips away for a quiet shower, alone. What the camera captures next is pure nightmare fuel. As she finishes rinsing off, she notices something pressed against the shower door. A shape, a head, a snake, wedged into the doorway, its body hidden, its movement unpredictable. Trapped between opening the door or staying frozen inside, panic takes over. She screams for help as the snake suddenly disappears from view.
So I was literally just having a shower. I was about to leave and this head was there and I trapped the snake in the door and I didn't want to open the door because all I could picture was I could picture the snake just jump out at me as soon as I opened the door.
All I could hear from camp was, Nick, Nick!
And then, so it's stuck, but Nick can't I don't know.
I've got it open now, so it'll just stand back, boys. I don't know what sort of snake it is. It might come out.
I just had to scale out the back and Nick had to catch me.
For several terrifying seconds, no one knows where it went. Then it moves again, just inches away. Viewers flooded the comments afterward, many saying this was the most unsettling moment of the entire trip. Not the storms, not the sharks, but the realization that in the wild, danger doesn't always announce itself.
Where'd it go?
Ooh, that's even scarier. Where'd it go, Dale?
I killed him.
Is he just hanging there? Oh, there he is.
He goes.
Oh, thank God. Move out the way, boys.
Just there.
Nick, you go.
He gone. He deaded it.
Stop. Stop.
Sometimes it's already watching you. Sharks, big waves, crocodile, and that snake, all in one episode. Emma and Alex, a British couple traveling the US in their camper van, settle into what feels like a peaceful, remote campsite in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Surrounded by deep woods and total silence, the night seems calm and uneventful.
Guys.
In the last video we visited the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore and we loved it so much that we had to come back.
We're back and we are staying at easily one of the best campsites we've stayed in. We love it here so much.
It is so green here.
Then, at 1:40 in the morning, The camera catches something unsettling. Scratching, movement, the sound of something inside the walls.
It never gets old coming back to the camper van after a lovely day.
Oh, it's so good. It's like, no matter where you are, you get to go home. Good night, Beans. Can't even do it in the right way.
It's 1:40 in the morning, and we're not sure.
Half asleep and confused, they listen as the noise moves clothed above their heads, beside the bed, crawling through the van's hidden spaces.
There's a rat in here, or something.
Something sounds like it's in.
Yeah.
Or like around.
Very close. I hope it's not under the bed. How can you sleep with something in the walls?
Just bang on the wall. You look like a madman.
Just punching the walls. Oh.
There's nowhere to go, nowhere to see it, only the sound, proving they're not alone. By morning, the truth becomes clear. An unwanted intruder has made their camper its home.
I was just saying to Emma, if I was a mouse, I can't blame it too much, because if I was a mouse, I'd want to live in here too with the beans. You know? Don't be too hard on it, guys. Don't leave any negative comments about the mouse itself. Blame the system. It's just doing what it's got to do to get by. I want to be like, let's just deal with this tomorrow, because that's all we can do. But then as soon as we're drifting off, it starts running around our head.
Running around our head.
Alright, let's try again. Good morning.
Good morning.
Did
I hate the mouse.
And while it turns out to be a mouse, the fear came from something far worse. The realization that while camping in remote places, anything can get inside. While you're sleeping, what begins as a normal van life stop quickly turns unsettling. While parked near an abandoned hotel and casino, the couple notices a strange man approaching their van. His questions fell off. Minutes later, a black car begins circling the parking lot, slowly. Then it does it again and again.
Guy right there is just like randomly came up to us and asked if we were, first question was veterans, and now he's driving around the parking lot. Dude, it's kind of creepy. So I let the security guards know, but he's out there just hovering around the parking lot. Oh man, that's a little unsettling. So I just turned the lights off. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to cook dinner. This is crazy, dude.
As night falls, the tension rises. More vehicles appear. A black Ford Explorer creeps past multiple times. Then a white van with no visible windows pulls in and parks nearby. No one gets out. They just sit there watching.
Around the parking lot.
Racing. So I just turned the lights off. Hold on, let's close this up. I gotta finish with a meal. Ooh, I know, Bubby. Mom is watching. Yikes.
Right? No, it's crazy.
There's a black car. little weird as well. Just kind of sitting there. Oh gosh. That is the same one that was there earlier. The Ford that was there earlier that also kind of circled by. Black Ford Explorer.
Inside the van, the lights go off. Dinner is rushed. Fear replaces comfort. The camera captures whispered concern as they realize something isn't right. This doesn't feel random anymore. It feels like they're being scoped out, followed, tested.
I mean, I'm not sure if I'm just worrying too much or... Let's see.
We're gonna move it on.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have dinner.
I think we're gonna move it on.
We're gonna move it on.
We
ready?
Oh yeah,
All right.
we're gonna move it on.
That's it. Dinner time.
Trusting their instincts, they pack up and leave, watching in the mirrors to see if anyone follows. Nothing happens after they drive away. But that's what makes it worse.
Normally we're not spooked by a parking lot, but when you're not in a comfortable situation and you had that weird question by that gentleman that came by, very strange. So dinner, we're gonna pack up. We're gonna head to another truck stop a little bit of ways. Dave was looking up one, so we will see you at the next truck stop for dinner. Oh my goodness gracious, we're getting out of here. There's the pickup. There's the black car right over there, and then all of a sudden there's the van, and no one got out of that van. So we're out of here. Oh my goodness gracious, that's one of the most uncomfortable feelings. Let's see. There's the van. Yep, and then there's the black Explorer right next to them.
Yeah, they came back and
They
just
came
sat
back.
there.
All right, so we're gonna make a right. Okay.
That was scary.
That was uncomfortable. I'm just watching to see if they leave.
They're gonna try to follow us out.
Oh man, so uncomfortable.
See the van moving.
Oh, okay. Whew. All right, we are rolling on.
Moving on. Next
Moving
stop.
on, next stop.
That was scary.
And there's the black car. Look, they got out of the car. They got out of the car. And he's walking.
Because whatever those people wanted, they were watching long enough to decide. Never engage. Ever. Please be safe. What starts as a routine drive through breathtaking desert and mountain scenery slowly turns into a nightmare on wheels. Midway through the journey, Tim's truck begins slipping gears.
What's going on?
The transmission's slipping. Like bad.
Like bad?
Like even shifting gears, I was just like, it's like being in neutral and the engine was just revving up. Got fluid. That's not good. Let it cool off for a second and see if it catches. I noticed it the other day when I was driving the highway.
Yeah?
Down, just like it would just slip a little bit and the RPMs would jump back down, then the gear would catch again.
Huh, what could cause that? Just being hot?
Maybe like overheating, but I don't know. On my transmission.
The transmission overheats, RPMs spike, and suddenly they're crawling uphill at barely 20 miles per hour, stranded between remote canyon roads with no quick way out. As daylight fades, mechanical stress gives way to something worse.
Around behind him here. Gonna hug the side. Chair's kind of in the way. Somebody lift a chair here to move that. Tim's trying to freak me out. He's checking the transmission temp, right?
You're 193, so you're fine. It's pretty warm though.
That is pretty warm, but none of my sensors were showing in the red at all.
You're not like 210s red on these. Approaching like.
They finally reach a remote campsite, exhausted and relieved, until night falls. Strange noises echo through the campground. Then screaming. Car alarms. Someone fires a gun into the darkness to scare something off.
Hands going off around the campground. And
We're just like, come here. Let's go look.
Yep. I like these bears. These bears are fun.
Yeah, these bears are a lot less threatening
actually
than the
excited
polar
to see
bears.
them.
Yeah, I don't feel like we're gonna die from these bears. A gun in the campground. Someone absolutely just shot a gun in the campground.
just caught that. That's insane. There's people everywhere.
I don't really think you're supposed to shoot a gun in the campground.
Shoot a gun in the campground.
I can't believe we just heard a gun. It's like really dangerous. It's way more dangerous than a bear. I think the only way you can like realistically shoot a gun in a campground is if it like is going after your child.
Yeah. Nothing's around here. That was really close.
The camera catches it next. Bear tracks. Fresh nose smears on the camper. Tooth marks ripped into trim panels while they slept. And then the bears return.
These guys are in the tent over there.
I don't think those bears are doing anything though.
No.
They're literally just walking
Super
around.
chill.
Yeah.
Sketchy would be
like I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna stand in their way. Okay.
Like longer you go, it's brighter. It gets super bright.
Why would you chase them off?
I don't know. The guy's got a taser?
Oh my god, that is a taser. Literally a taser over here. Are you out of your mind? You gonna tase a baby bear?
And heard him firing it up. It scared me.
Like, I'm not gonna get in a mom's way, but like, I don't think those bears are doing much.
Super used to people. She went over there and like just went up and instantly just took.
Multiple bears wander through camp, including a mother with cubs, casually checking door handles and circling tents. Flashlights swing wildly. People shout. Air horns blare. A man even brandishes a taser. In the dark,
right there, over there. They're running across down there. They just crossed back over.
Did you turn on light? Oh yeah, way down there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Going right back.
Finally saw him.
I really hope that they don't tase the babies. That would be completely insane.
That's good.
surrounded by wildlife, gunshots, and failing equipment, one thing becomes clear. Out here, you're never really alone. What began as a quiet, rainy morning on Washington's Olympic Peninsula quickly spiraled into pure chaos. The couple arrived at Rialto Beach, expecting mist, fog, and crashing waves, but instead, flashing lights cut through the rain. Police cars, park rangers, guns drawn.
Was quickly going to change and become the scariest day of van life. Things were about to get crazy, and the next couple days were not going to go as we had planned.
Right next to their van. As she filmed from the beach, soaked and confused, officers suddenly swarmed a nearby vehicle. Commands echoed through the rain. "Driver, get out. Hands where we can see them." Her husband was still inside their van with no phone signal, unaware of what was unfolding just feet away.
Whoa, this is crazy. The police are arresting this guy right beside us.
Trapped between armed officers and pouring rain, she was waved away from her own vehicle, forced to stand helplessly as the arrest unfolded. From the van, her husband heard every shout, every command, his heart racing as he wondered if they were the targets.
I'm totally soaked. We're just getting ready to go back up to the van. There are rangers and police officers with guns out, lights flashing. Looks like there's 2 cars they're targeting right next to our van.
Then came the discovery: drug pipes, a torch. More items pulled from the suspect's car as officers searched it thoroughly.
It's a training exercise, but the fact that they didn't.
pipe in there and everything?
Yeah, when he got out, the torch fell out of his lap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's another pipe in the car. That's crazy.
Oh, is that like a gun? Is that something that they need right there? Hey, there's something on the ground here. There's something on the ground here? Did you guys miss? There's something on the ground.
Something on the ground?
Yeah.
No warning, no explanation. Just the terrifying realization that they had unknowingly parked beside a serious police bust in the middle of nowhere.
All right. Well, we could overhear snippets of what the officers were saying, and from everything we could hear and piece together, it seems like this was a legitimate bust and not like a training exercise.
Oh, for sure.
They're searching his car now, and I think they were talking about drugs at one point. I don't know. Anyway, what a way to start your morning.
I'll say. That was crazy. I was shaking pretty good when I first peeked up over and realized what was going on, and then peeked back, went back down over the berm here. I had no idea what to do. So I don't know if I even said I guess I did say to you when I came up the second time, just so they'd know I was here, they waved me away. I was like, where do I go? It's pouring rain. Oh, that was crazy. So now after that crazy way to start the morning, we're on our way to do some work. So I guess that explains why they were
Passing us.
I guess they were actually planning something. It's always fine if everything's backed up except for people put up the stories like doing things. That's not cool. Just go as far back as you can, like this year.
That rainy beach stop became the most frightening moment of their van life. Proof that danger doesn't always come from the wilderness. Sometimes it's already parked right beside you.
So now after that crazy way to start the morning, we're on our way to do some work. So I guess that explains why they were
Passing us.
I guess they were actually planning something. It's always fine if everything's backed up except for
You never know what's around the next bend in the road. It's something about being on the road I miss. Glad it was all safe. She'd been meaning to set up her trail camera for months. A simple solar-powered device meant to catch squirrels or wandering wildlife near her campsite. On a quiet, rainy night, she finally placed it outside her tent, almost as an afterthought.
Sometimes it takes me a really long time to get things done. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I'm a very busy person, but am I? Or do I just spend a lot of time goofing around? Like, for example, I've been a host at this campground since like the end of April. The whole time, almost every...
The next morning, something felt wrong. Her tent was unzipped, not torn, not clawed, carefully opened from the top down.
I get in there, but squirrels didn't do this. Squirrels can't operate a zipper. I haven't seen any here with opposable thumbs. And I always zip it shut from the top down to the bottom. But see, there's two zippers. And so it's open the other way. One zipper stays at the top after I zip it, and somebody unzipped it from the top down to the bottom. So right now it's like it's open like a flap, right? So it's open, it's zipped at the bottom.
When she checked the footage, her stomach dropped. Headlights appeared around 2:30 a.m., followed by a man stepping into frame. Wearing a baseball cap and reflective glasses, he lingered, scanning the campsite. Then he returned with a flashlight.
In the first part, it shot at like 8:30, and it just got like some campers walking to the restroom, but then nothing. until 2:30. And then at 2:30, you should see these headlights. So it looks like the car's coming from around, like maybe either somebody drove in and they're turning around right now, or I don't know. I don't think it's a camper, but so the headlights come this way, and then it's a pickup truck that goes by. I don't recognize it. It could belong to a camper, could belong to somebody in the cabins up the road, but I know most of those cars. It's not a vehicle I recognize. Let's start with that. But right after it goes by, keep your eye on this over here. Okay, there he is. You see him? He's got glasses on.
The camera captured him peering through the tent mesh, then moving closer. He shifted the stool, holding the camera, unzipped the tent, and climbed inside. For several minutes, the sounds of rummaging filled the darkness. When he emerged, he carried a trash bag and quietly disappeared into the night.
And here he comes. He walks across. See, he's got a trash bag, it looks like. And I thought at first he had a backpack on, but you'll see in a minute it's not a backpack. So he walks by. And then it missed the first part of him, but then he comes back with a flashlight. And he's coming around, like I have a table over here with a bunch of stuff on it. He's coming around probably checking out what's on that table. I think okay, now look, here he comes. Now he's shining the flashlight in through the mesh of the tent, trying to see what's inside the tent. And you can see like his pants are all kind of frayed and everything, but he leaves again. He walks by and he's going like probably over to the golf cart to see what's in the golf cart, because the golf cart's parked in front of the bus. And then he goes around. I think he must probably go around the bus and come back again, because give it a second. He's going to come back. There he goes, coming back around for another chance. And this time, he's not going to just look inside the tent. This time, yeah. Give him a second. There he goes. He's coming right to the tent. And look at this. He moves the camera. I mean, he moves the camera. I guess he doesn't know it's a camera, but he moves the steps with the camera so that he can unzip the tent and get inside. And then he's inside the tent for all you can hear.
Strangely, he didn't steal valuables. No electronics, no tools, only hygiene items. Sanitizer, rubbing alcohol, toilet paper. That almost made it worse.
The movement stops, so the camera kind of stops recording. And, I spliced these together. This wasn't all one. It was just one stopped and then the other started. But you can hear him still, but you can't see him. There he goes. Now he comes out. He's got that jug of water, which I think he had going in, but he's got a trash bag, and he's wearing a trash bag. It's not a backpack. But it was pouring rain last night, so I can understand why he'd have something to protect him from the rain. But that's it. That's the whole thing.
Because it meant this wasn't random theft. It was someone desperate, watching, waiting, and close enough to unzip her tent while she slept. Kinda scary. Glad you guys are okay. At least he didn't take anything valuable.